So that leads into Ask CricBlog. And the first question actually we did get was from Suhaswag from at Suhaswag Tweets. Has Nathan McSweeney cemented his spot for that opening slot with that knock versus India A in the chase? I would love to see him versus India in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, potential captain for the future. Um, I think it just confirmed to me personally that Nathan McSweeney's got to be opener. I've said for the last few weeks that he's got to have the role, and some of the pushback I've got on Twitter has been, well, has he opened in Shield cricket? No, but he bats at three. And you
Yep.
look at in the last game he played, the second innings he came in the second ball. They lost the wicket first
Yep.
ball. He came in and batted against the new ball and got 72. So
Yep.
he's got the technique, he's got the temperament. Get him in. I think he's gone a long way to cementing it. I think he's gone a long way to cementing it, as I've said. Yeah, there's a lot more to. I know Ricky Ponting has now, you know, said that McSweeney's and Mark Taylor has also said that they'd like to see McSweeney in the role. And even with that pushback, he's never opened. He bats three, comes in early a lot of the time anyway,
Yep.
and faces the new ball. He's not a stranger to the new ball. So, and technically very similar to Marnus. We mentioned this in the podcast before. So solid, really solid. So I'd love to see McSweeney in there. I think he gives us the best chance.
Yep. Absolutely.
Another question we received from Haran Wadaka at Karan underscore RW. How do you read into Gambia as a coach so far? Surely cannot blame him for this series defeat, which has majorly been brought around by batting collapses and a horrible show by Rohit and Virat. What do you think?
Look, I will put the blame on him as well. Um,
I don't
I
think
mean,
he's
he's
immune to
the coach.
criticism.
He's the coach. He's
Yep.
not, yeah, exactly. He's not immune to criticism. He's the coach of this unit. He has to, and the coach at that level, the coach's job is not to teach technical skills to the batters because the batters, you know, maybe
Yeah.
some tweaks here and there, but they are not. Coaches are not teaching Virat Kohli how to play a cover drive or how to pull
It's a
pull a
lot of
ball.
mindset, isn't
Uh,
it?
it's
Yep.
a lot of mindset. It's a lot of tactics. It's a lot of strategy. It's a lot of what works and what doesn't work. So
Mm.
I,
Mm.
I didn't see any of that from Gambhir and Rohit in this series. Yes, the batting collapse has been horrendous, but irrespective of that, the captaincy when India was bowling was absolutely mind-boggling. It was baffling.
Mm.
There were bowling changes and there were field changes which made no sense. There were field placings, field positions which made no sense, and there
Yep.
was there was number 10 and 11 batters were taking easy singles.
Yep.
Ajaz Patel and I think it was Matt Henry. They were batting so easily. They were batting taking so easy singles that it was just I was banging my head
In a low
against the wall and
scoring game, low scoring
exactly.
series,
And
that's so
you
crucial.
can't have that. That's
Yeah.
why I feel Gambhir is to blame for this loss as well. And rightly so, because if it was any other, if, for example, I keep drawing examples from Kohli and Shastri because the way they were criticized for every single decision that was made was absolutely
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look,
it
the
was
pressure
everyone
on
could
them
see that.
from the outside looking in,
Everyone
it
could
was a
see
lot
that.
harsher. Yeah.
Yeah, and if it was them, we would, and they turned up to every single press conference together as well, whether it was win, whether it was loss, and
Well,
that's how you sort of present yourself as the coach of an international unit.
Kohli lost two home games out of 31. They've lost under a hit now. It's been five out of 16. That's
Yep.
crazy for India at home. That's quite massive. And Gambia hasn't been a good start for him because they lost 2-0 in the ODIs in Sri Lanka. The first ODI series lost there since 1997 for India. I'm thinking back to Jaginder Sharma earlier in the year. He was the bowler who delivered the final ball of the 2007 World Cup, the
Yeah.
T20 World Cup where India won. And he said that he won't last the length of his contract. He called it very early. He said that Gambir is one to manage the team, but I believe that he will not be able to stay for a long time. This is because he makes his own decisions, and it might happen that he has a disagreement with a player. I'm not talking about Virat Kohli only. Many times Gambir's decisions are such that others do not like them. And I just feel that there's not sense of unity among the group at
I
the
don't think
moment
so.
from
Yeah,
the
I
outside
don't
looking
think so
in.
too.
There's a bit of that
Yeah, I
seeping
mean,
in.
yeah, you're right, and it is. I feel the same way as well that he won't
Mm.
last the full tenure of his contract, and it is the thing is Gautam Gambhir as a coach has achieved nothing. I mean, if someone could point out what he has actually achieved as a coach, he has been a mentor of an IPL team. He has. I don't remember him coaching any other team.
I don't either. I know him mostly from the mentoring in the IPL as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
When you make such decisions, when you pick such people in different positions, I mean, this is bound to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
This is bound to happen.
Mm.
Rohit
Interesting. It
Sharma
was an interesting call. Yeah.
wasn't a part of the dominance that was built in India. He wasn't a big part. Let's be honest.
No,
He
Rohit
he
hasn't done
he,
enough
he
in Test
played
cricket to be
he
having that sort of status. I agree. He's had
exactly.
some
He played
good knocks.
he played at test matches here and there every time, but
He's done well
he
at home in
wasn't
the
a
past,
consistent
Rohit,
part.
but I don't think long enough to be considered
Yep.
as a key architect or a key part of what India have done. So we'll talk about the captaincy. A question as well from Karen Madeka at Karen_RW was on the change of captaincy too. Do you see it on the cards? If yes, whom? If no, when do you persist with Rohit? I don't see Rohit being sacked at all personally.
I don't
I
see
just
that as
think,
well. And
yeah, you
that's
just
that's
see,
that's the
yeah,
shameful part, isn't it? That's the
yeah, he
shameful
won't.
part.
He won't. If Australia lose 3-0 to anybody here at home in a three-match series, yeah, we'd be calling for changes. Definitely here. There'd be a lot of spotlight on the captain, the coach, etc.
Look, I think
Uh, yeah.
irrespective of the Australian series, what happens there, I think Rohit Sharma's time in test matches is done.
Listen, if he leads
Um,
India to a series win in Australia, that's a big achievement.
y- yes, it is. It is. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But
But can he
I
do it?
don't,
That's a big question.
even if we win, I don't think we are going to get to the World Test Championship final.
I think you
I
got to
don't,
win.
I
What
don't
is it
think
now?
that.
Four. You got to win four
We have
tests.
to, yeah, we have to win four. I don't see that happening.
No,
I mean, if that
that's.
happens, I'm going to shave my head. If that
I'll
happens,
hold you.
I'll
I'll
shave
hold
my head.
you. I'll hold you to account.
If we win four tests in Australia in the upcoming series, I'll shave my head. You hold me to that because you know it's not going to happen as well.
Yeah, because you look at how good India were the last two tours. You won twice on both occasions.
Yep.
You didn't win three or four.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing because we have to win four out of five. And I don't even
I
see
don't see
how
that
we win
happening
two at
personally.
the
Yeah.
moment. So that's the thing because if we are not playing the World Test Championship, we don't have a Test series again until England.
Mm.
Next year,
That might
I
give
think
that might
June,
give the
July.
Indians some time to think about a new strategy
Um,
potentially if the Border
so
Gavaskar
in
Trophy
terms
goes
of
bad. Yeah.
captaincy, yeah, in terms of captaincy, I think you got Rishabh Pant, the obvious
Bumrah,
candidate. You got Bumrah, but I would steer clear of Bumrah because of his bowling status.
it's
Um,
worked for Cummins
yeah,
to a
it
degree.
has, but would Bumrah end up playing every single Test match? I don't think so.
Mm.
He shouldn't, is my opinion. Well, I mean, he should. We would love to see more of him, but
Just manage him. I
um,
mean, yep.
yeah, managing him from a managing
Yeah.
point of view. But Rishabh Pant at this stage is the obvious candidate. Um,
Mm.
I don't, I can't think of anyone to be honest. If I mean, Jadeja doesn't have a brain cell, so I'm
Oh my
not
gosh,
not
you've
not
got
going with him.
the
So there's
disrespect to
literally
Jadeja. Goodness me.
there's I mean he's a great bowler, but let's be honest, he doesn't have cell in his brain,
Goodness me.
or at least doesn't look like it. But
Yeah.
um, I'll go with yeah, well, Rishabh Pant and Bumrah, the obvious candidates at this
Yeah, they're
stage.
the candidates, I think.
Unless you
Having seen
go
this.
completely left wing and go Yashasvi Jaiswal, but I think it's too early.
Or Gill.
Oh, nah. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I was going to swear, but nah.
but,
And he
but
first has to
honestly, it
bat
depends
consistently.
on what happens in Australia. But yeah, I know there's some questions to answer. If it goes really badly for India here, you've got to make a change. And Rohit has had a poor captaincy tenure. It's
I
poor
mean,
as
look,
it is.
I'll
But
never say let just because I hate. I don't hate just because I'm critical of Rohit Sharma or something like that. I won't say let India lose. I'll never say that. I mean,
of
I would
course, yeah,
love
yeah.
to see India win.
You want
I'm
to see the best for the
absolutely
team.
crying to see India win in Australia again. I mean, just that 10-year-old kid in me back in 2002, 2003 wants India to win again. That will be some hell of a dominance in Australia against Australia.
To win three in a row
Um,
would be huge. Yeah.
but at this stage, as of today, I don't have that confidence.
No, fair enough. So just the last comment we've received from Siddhartha N at I'm Siddharth21. So agenda is simple for the Aussies: bowl short, pitch to Rohit. I wouldn't only bowl short pitch to Rohit. He does like the pull shot. Bowl fourth or fifth stump outside off to Virat. Yes, I agree with that. And left arm and slash lion series sealed. I think the ball that gets Rohit a lot is the one that just shapes away, hits top of off. He does seem to square up a lot to that and get out bowled or caught behind to that delivery a lot.
I think Australia will be targeting Virat Kohli in that corridor as well.
No question. Do not move from that corridor. He'll look to when you want to feel bad on ball, he nicks off a lot. So yeah, make it difficult for them. Squeeze in the circle. Don't let them get off strike easily. I think that's going to be
Yeah.
the thing because there's a lot of issues with the Indian batting at the moment, as we've got. But India to lose 3-0 at home is big, and you want to win that first test in Perth, and then go from there from an Aussie
Yep.
perspective. All right, thanks Nash. Thanks
Thank
everyone for
you.
watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Congratulations to New Zealand on this magnificent 3-0 win. An unbelievable month with the women winning the T20 World Cup in the UAE and then New Zealand sweeping India 3-0 in India. It's just the month that New Zealand fans will never ever forget. And congratulations to them. Tom Latham, wonderful as captain. And commiserations to Nash. And I hope it continues in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. We'll see.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.